Yo everyone, welcome back to a brand new stream here on the Max Tiger HD YouTube channel. Today we're back with a brand new episode of the F1 Chat. Verstappen wins from Lewis Hamilton in Mexico to break Schumacher win record tied with Sebastian Vettel, as it is episode 20 this evening. Now, I'm sorry I couldn't do this on Wednesday, but I was a little bit busy. So Sao Paulo Grand Prix, or as we normally say it, it is indeed at the circuit Interlagos. Now, qualifying is going ahead now. If we go on to qualify, Jesus Christ, excuse me. If we go on to qualifying, we should be able to see the results. Nope, never mind. However, we will go through that. We will go through it. Now, in terms of what has happened at the moment, we are still unsure of whether the budget cap will remain the same. However, Verstappen has been punished and apparently is being further fined with his super license tax, which comes up and results in about £962,000, which is almost £1 million for the Dutch driver. I mean, it doesn't really mean much because he earns that much in a whole season, if not a whole half a year even. So that's basically just what it is. But at the moment, we are here to talk. This will be a short one. However, it is going to be discussing the Mexican Grand Prix and the Brazilian Grand Prix, as I mentioned. So, Mexico City Grand Prix, there are the Constructors' Championship standings currently. So, if we go into the race and qualifying results, Max Verstappen topped qualification with George Russell and Lewis Hamilton in P2 and P3, both Mercedes. Hamilton setting both fastest times in Q1 and Q2. However, Verstappen pipping him at the post by 0.3 of a second, if not 0.2 of a second, just under 0.3 of a second in Q3 to snatch Hamilton's pole position away. So, Sergio Perez, Carlos Sainz and Valtteri Bottas were in P4, 5 and 6, with Charles Leclerc sat in P7 after his grid penalty. Lando Norris in P8 with with Fernando Alonso in P9. Daniel Ricciardo finished behind Esteban Ocon in P11 as Ocon took 10th to remain in Q3. Zhou Guanyu, Yuki Tsunoda, Pierre Gasly and Kevin Magnussen all missed out. Mick Schumacher, Sebastian Vettel, Lance Stroll, Alex Albon and obviously Nicholas Latifi were the ones to miss out after a dreadful qualifying session. In the race, some of them did improve, apart from the obvious. However, the race did end, unfortunately, for Lewis Hamilton too badly, realistically. So Max Verstappen wins, obviously. Hamilton came second with Perez on the podium in third. George Russell in P4 with Carlos Sainz in fifth. This race obviously being the moment where Red Bull clinched the Constructors' Championship. Charles Leclerc in P6 with Daniel Ricciardo P7. Daniel Ricciardo obviously pushing himself with Lando Norris, his teammate, only in P9. Both McLarens being separated by the Alpine of Esteban Ocon. Valtteri Bottas finished in P10 with Pierre Gasly close behind as Alex Albon missed out on points as well in P12 with Zhou Guanyu and Sebastian Vettel in P14, just ahead of Lance Stroll in P15. Mick Schumacher finished exactly where he qualified with Kevin Magnussen, Nicholas Latifi and Fernando Alonso being the final grid. Actually, Fernando Alonso and Yuki Tsunoda both getting a DNF. Yuki Tsunoda just a little bit too unfortunate with his issues. Where does that leave the standings in terms of champions and whatever? So Verstappen stays at top with 14 wins, breaking the season record with 416 points, 280 and 275, so 5 points separate Perez and Leclerc. Russell and Hamilton. Hamilton jumps Carlos Sainz with only 2 races to spare. George Russell in P4, just ahead of his teammate by 15 points. 15 points ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Lando Norris in P7 with Esteban Ocon close behind in P8. Then Fernando Alonso and Valtteri Bottas round off the top 10 as 1 point separates between Sebastian Vettel and the McLaren of Daniel Ricciardo. Kevin Magnussen in P13 with 14th being Pierre Gasly, 15th Lance Stroll, 16th Mick Schumacher, 17th Yuki Tsunoda, 18th Zhou Guanyu, 19th Alex Albon, 20th Nicholas Latifi, and of course, 2 reserve drivers, Nick De Vries and Nico Hülkenberg. Constructors then, as you can see on the bottom of your screen, Red Bull are champions with 696 points. Ferrari in second, only 40 points behind Mercedes. Alpine in P4 with McLaren close chasing on their tails. Only 7 points away. Alfa Romeo in P6 with Aston Martin sat in P7. Haas and AlphaTauri take up 8th and 9th with Williams sat at the bottom with only 8 points. So the calendar as it stands is Brazil from 11th to the 13th of November, and then next weekend it is Abu Dhabi, Yas Marina Circuit, 18th to the 20th of November, and then that is it for the time being in Formula One. Oh, my days. Oh, dear, guys. My best friend has just said, I've just got home and I'm drunk. I am pissed out of my shit. You know, they've also said, did you know I have 10 toes? That's a fact. Round of applause for that one. Round of applause for that one. Anyway, moving on. So that is that for the news in Formula One. Kevin Magnussen. Huh? What? So Lewis Hamilton finished 8th, and Kevin Magnussen in a Haas beat Max Verstappen in Q3 by 0.2 of a second. The fuck is going on? Bruh. Holy shit. I'm just not going to bother anymore. Like, I don't know what... To be fair, though, like... Anyway, oh, that's funny, that. Anyway, moving on. We'll get into the Brazilian Grand Prix since I've already leaked the outcome. Instead of telling you the results, I'm just going to show you them because it's beyond me what's just happened. So let's start from the bottom. Mick Schumacher is at the back of the grid for the sprint race with Yuki Tsunoda, Valtteri Bottas, and Zhou Guanyu following in behind. Nicholas Latifi gets into P16, just missing out on Q2. Lance Stroll in P15 with Daniel Ricciardo P14. Sebastian Vettel just ahead of the Australian driver with Pierre Gasly, Alex Albon and Charles Leclerc ahead. Sergio Perez, Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, and Esteban Ocon in P6 to P10, with Carlos Sainz, Lando Norris, George Russell, Max Verstappen all the way up to second from P5, and Kevin Magnussen. That's right, Kevin Magnussen takes shock pole in Sao Paulo, 0.2 of a second ahead of Max Verstappen. Well, rain did fall in the shootout, not going to lie. That's why Russell spun. Jesus Christ, I'm getting pricked by my own fucking hands, bro. If you see what I do for work, you will see why I have so many cuts on my hands. Honestly, it's not even funny anymore. Anyway, as you can see there, Magnussen takes shock pole position for Sao Paulo sprint race. Russell spins out of shootout as rain falls. Bottas and Schumacher out in Q1. Albon out and Vettel in Q2. Perez tops first practice. So, in terms of news, let's go back onto the news side of things. There's some news there. Look, Lewis Hamilton loves watching our races. So basically, women driving. F1 drivers pushing for penalty points changes. Legendary Ferrari designer Fortieri dies, aged 87. Van Dorn is to join Aston Martin as a test driver. Stoffel Van Dorn returning after his disappearance in 2016, I believe, if not 2017. And yeah, so a lot of talk in the paddock, apart as well as this certain man getting pole position somehow. But that is that for that. Now we can go over to Sao Paulo on the F1 website so we can have a look at the race weekend. So here we go, Brazil 2022. So the qualifying highlights analysis has finished. 12th of November, tomorrow, 3:30 till 4:30 is practice 2, with sprint being 7:30 till 8, 7:30 till 8:30 on 12th of November. And then the race will be on 13th of November, Sunday, 6 till 8. And then the highlights will no doubt be about 11 o'clock at night. Circuit stats are as follows then. 71 laps, and first Grand Prix was 1973. 4.309 kilometers is the circuit length, with the race distance of 305.879 kilometers. That record held by Valtteri Bottas in 2018, 110.540. I'll let you guys have a little bit of a read, or pause the stream to have a little bit of a read, or whatever. I am going to take a drink, and I will let you just read on if you wish. It's a very interesting circuit. I'll give you that. So it is a carnival atmosphere. I'll give you that. Anyway, here are the 2021 race results. So Lewis Hamilton did top the timeline at the end. Verstappen finished second with Bottas third, Perez fourth, fifth Charles Leclerc, and sixth Carlos Sainz, Pierre Gasly just behind. So fastest lap did not go to any of the top three. It went to Sergio Perez, I believe, as he has 13 points. Yes, it did. So Nicholas Latifi finished 16th. Lance Stroll and Daniel Ricciardo were at the bottom, with Schumacher finishing last, just behind his teammate of Nikita Mazepin. Now, on to the virtual lap. So, of the Brazilian Grand Prix, Circuit de Interlagos, we shall have a look at this probably one of the best circuits on the calendar, in my opinion. And to be very honest, it's going to be a good one. So, Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace Circuit Guide by Nico Hulkenberg when he was in the Renault a couple of years ago.
Hi, I'm Nico Hulkenberg. I'm going to take you on a lap. So powering down the main straight, up the hill, steady uphill climb. So good exit and power important. Approaching the Senna S. Braking is tricky. You can see the track sort of banked. Very easy to front lock, but important to keep good speed through turn 1 and 2. Exiting turn 3 onto the back straight. DRS open. This is pretty much sector 1. Approaching turn 4, quick tap on the brakes and send it into a pretty quick left-hander. Again, there's a lot of left-handers here. It's always a neck killer, Brazil, because it's anti-clockwise. Now we're approaching the infield sector, the double right-hander, 6-7 up the hill, very fast, very cool corner. That sends you into the tight section, right, left, right. A lot of elevation here, up and down, which is always good fun for driver. Approaching the last part of the track already. It's pretty short, as you can tell. This corner here is very fast, downhill left-hander. Last corner, very important to get a good strong exit here, as it's leading you onto such a long big straight. So full throttle, maximum power. And that's a lap of Interlagos. Hi.
There you go then. Interlagos lap virtually, as Magnussen is on pole position for the sprint race tomorrow night at 7:30. Now, the race program is there as follows. I will, well, it should be. You know what? Fuck you. If you're not going to work for me, you can fuck right off. Anyway, track time for these events will be 4:30 to 5:30 for the sprint, with 3 till 5 as the race. As normal, it's 3 till 5 for the race, as fucking usual for the track time. So, I shall leave you with the circuit stats as I now say my predictions for the sprint race. I'm going to say Verstappen will win it. I'm going to say Verstappen will win it. I do think he'll win it. I'm not going to lie, it's kind of an automatic Verstappen win here, but I'm going to go Russell second with... Hold on. So Verstappen wins it with Russell coming in behind, and Lando coming in P4, Magnussen dropping down to P6. P7 with Lewis Hamilton getting past. Now, for the actual race, I'm going to say Verstappen wins. George Russell comes third. No. Second. Yes. Perez comes third. Hamilton comes fourth. Fifth, Carlos Sainz. Fifth, Charles Leclerc. Sixth, Carlos Sainz. Now, that is the end, unfortunately. That is now, unfortunately, the end of this stream. Hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you do smash the subscribe button and the like button whilst turning on post notifications, so you never miss an upload or stream once again. And this has been episode 20 of the F1 Chat. Verstappen wins from Lewis Hamilton in Mexico to break Schumacher win record. And I'll next F1 Chat will be next Wednesday, if not next Friday. And let's hope these last two races are good ones, because they've got to be entertaining. Otherwise, Verstappen just wins pretty much every race of the season. But thank you guys for watching. Match day vlog for tomorrow is out tomorrow night at about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. If not Sunday afternoon. So I'll see what I can do, but it'll most likely be out at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Match day vlog for Hull City versus Reading. But at the moment, F1 Chat returns next Wednesday or Friday. Tigers Talk returns next in December, next month, and this time next month. And Match day vlog will come back again tomorrow afternoon. The final game before the World Cup. So I hope you do enjoy that one. But for now, guys, I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.